In the annals of military history, one might find tales of grand battles, strategic masterstrokes, and heroic last stands. Then, there's the Great EMU War. It's a story so utterly bizarre, so uniquely Australian, it almost sounds like a Monty Python sketch. Picture this. The year is 1932. The world is grappling with the Great Depression. And Australia? Australia is grappling with birds. Specifically, thousands upon thousands of very large, very determined emus. These aren't your garden variety pigeons, mind you. Emus are formidable creatures, standing up to 6 feet tall, capable of sprinting at 30 miles per hour. They also happen to possess an insatiable appetite for wheat. Thousands of these feathered giants had descended upon the farming districts of Western Australia. They were trampling crops, destroying fences, and generally making a nuisance of themselves. Farmers already struggling were desperate. The farmers appealed to the government for help. Their plea landed on the desk of Sir George Pierce, the Minister of Defense. His solution? Send in the military. Yes, the actual military. One might imagine the initial briefing. Gentlemen, our nation faces a grave threat. A threat with feathers, long legs, and a penchant for grain. It sounds like a joke, but it was very real. Major G.P.W. Meredith was tasked with leading this unprecedented campaign. His arsenal included 2 Lewis automatic machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. His mission? Eradicate the emu menace. The plan was simple, at least on paper. Drive the emus into a killing zone, open fire, and declare victory. What could possibly go wrong when facing a flock of flightless birds with military-grade weaponry? The war commenced on November 2, 1932. The soldiers, perhaps expecting an easy victory, quickly learned otherwise. Emus, it turns out, are not easily herded. They scattered at the first sign of trouble, displaying an uncanny ability to evade machine gun fire. Their erratic movements made them incredibly difficult targets. It was less a battle, more a chaotic chase scene. The emus proved to be surprisingly intelligent adversaries. They operated in small, agile groups, making coordinated attacks difficult. They also seemed to have an innate understanding of military strategy. They would break formation, run in zigzags, and generally make life miserable for the human combatants. It was as if they had read Sun Tzu and decided to apply his principles to avian warfare. After nearly a week of relentless pursuit, the results were dismal. Major Meredith's forces had expended thousands of rounds of ammunition. The casualty count for the emus, however, remained shockingly low. The soldiers were exhausted, frustrated, and likely questioning their career choices. Fighting an enemy that simply refused to stand still and be shot was proving to be a monumental challenge. News of this peculiar conflict quickly reached the Australian and international press. They had a field day. Headlines mocked the military's inability to defeat a flock of birds. The Emu War became a source of national embarrassment and global amusement. One newspaper famously quipped that if Australia had a military decoration for bravery, it should go to the emus. By mid-November, the futility of the campaign was undeniable. Major Meredith reported that his efforts were largely ineffective. The EMUs continued to thrive, and the crops continued to suffer. The government, facing public ridicule and mounting costs, decided to call off the operation. The military withdrew, leaving the emus to their feathered dominion. It was, by all accounts, a resounding defeat. The farmers were left to their own devices, eventually resorting to building stronger fences and implementing bounty systems. These civilian efforts, ironically, proved far more effective than the military intervention. The Great Emu War stands as a peculiar footnote in military history. It's a testament to nature's resilience and perhaps a cautionary tale about underestimating your opponent, no matter how feathery. Today, the Emu War remains a source of wry amusement and historical fascination. It's a reminder that sometimes the most formidable adversaries aren't other nations, but rather a determined flock of very large birds. It's a story that perfectly encapsulates the unique, often absurd charm of Australian history. And who knows, perhaps somewhere out there, a wise old emu is still recounting tales of how they outsmarted the humans,